The only way you can get a McLaren Senna tub is...
Aha, what do we got here, man? Look at that, a tracking device.
What is it? What could it be?
Look how good it looks. Yes!
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So before we get back to work on the McLaren Senna rebuild, we're gonna go ahead and quickly knock out the 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser because there's just a few more steps left. Let's get this sucker wrapped up and get back onto the hypercar. The 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser is officially fully rebuilt, guys. Was a tough one, but you know what? We finally got it tackled. The back end is together, the front end is together, looking super nice, but we are not done there, guys. We got a bunch of aftermarket parts that we're about to slap onto this thing and completely transform it. Let's go ahead and bring that stuff in and slap it on and get this sucker looking right. All right, guys, so we finally got this sucker lifted with the Dobinson lift kit. Super high quality lift. It's just gonna ride a lot smoother, perform a lot better on and off road. And of course, it gave it a couple inches of lift as well, which we are still gonna throw on some brand new wheels and tires, but we just threw on the originals. That way we can load it up on this trailer and take it to a local mechanic to clear a bunch of codes. I mean, we got all sorts of codes. I think half the stuff is not even working on this thing, but man, I'm just pumped that we finally got it looking like this right here. And I'm hoping to actually towards the end of this video, we can take this sucker out and actually see what it's all about, see what it's capable of. But anyways, let's take it over, get them codes cleared. And as of right now, let's get to work on the McLaren Senna. We finally got some McLaren Senna parts. Check this out, guys. We got the tub here and a few other miscellaneous pieces here and there, but this right here is the key component to getting that sucker over there rebuilt. But we do got a pretty big problem. We'll show you guys that a little bit later. But let's just show you guys this tub first off. Perfect firewall, perfect floor, and way better than that tub over there. Literally, that is just a nightmare. There's a massive hole through it. This thing is literally perfect to us. Look at all that work of art right there, the exposed carbon. This side is beautiful. You got carbon Kevlar there. And let's just go ahead and just show you guys why we were able to get this tub. So the only way you can get a McLaren Senna tub is if it's wrecked, or you go to the dealership and pay 200 grand. 200 grand literally wouldn't have made sense for this project. We would have been way over budget. At that point, you might as well just buy a used Senna. But we were able to get this for a smoking deal. We'll talk about prices later. But we did have to get it with a little bit of damage in this section right here, which honestly, that is light work right there. And we already scheduled in a professional carbon fiber repair guy that's gonna make that just like original, dude.
Yeah, bro, I ain't even worried about that. Compared to ours, that is an easy fix right there. And also there's a few little differences like black roof, which ours is exposed carbon, but I believe if we sand that down, it could be exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it has the same like V pattern and everything. We'll see probably a little bit later, but also on the inside, as you guys can tell, this part of the tub right here is like sanded, it's unfinished. On our Senna over there, it's a beautiful matte finish, which we definitely want everything to match exactly. So that's probably gonna be one of the first things that we're gonna do. Also guys, look at this. We got two perfect fenders right here. Look at the color, look at the flake on that. I don't know if you could pick that up on the camera, but this was a beautiful color, but ours is better, of course. And you know what? Undamaged, same exact, you know, work like the rest of the parts over there.
That is crazy. Seeing two good fenders. I mean, we're starting to get stuff rolling in, and we got a lot more stuff rolling in as well.
I think tomorrow we'll have some key components that's going to allow us to keep moving. We got a frame rail from a McLaren 720, exact same for the Senna. And we got this section right here that looks like it's a hood, but this is just a clam shell or the bottom clam or something.
Kind of part of the front hood, whatever, but dude, that is perfect. It does have a little bit of scratches, so we'll refinish that, but it's beautiful.
Dude, that stuff is nothing for us to do, so we're super pumped to have these parts that we have right here, but now it is time to get this sucker cleaned up and ready for reassembly.
Moment of truth, guys. We're gonna see if this carbon is exactly the same as our carbon over there, if it goes into a V shape, or is it just regular old carbon. So, you ready?
Yes, sir.
It's pretty big right here.
Let's see what
look how good it looks. Yes! Dude, that is crazy.
Why'd they even cover that beauty up,
dude,
man?
That is crazy, but I'm so happy that they still keep the same looking carbon underneath.
Yes.
I would never paint that, but you know what? That's just an option for some people.
Dude,
but
that is awesome,
that's gonna save us probably like 50 hours of work right there.
A lot of time, because we were thinking maybe swapping out the whole skin from over there to over here, but
if that's possible.
If it was possible,
yeah. If not, then we would have just had to redo this carbon fiber and do a lot of work, but luckily it has that line that is crazy right there. Look how good it all looks once it's gonna have clear coat on there.
Dude, now he's gotta be careful with the rest to make sure we don't go through any of this epoxy or resin there.
We're looking good though.
Yeah, and let's just keep moving, dude. Let's get this tub ready, man.
Let's do it.
7 hours later, guys, and we finally got this roof exposed carbon just about. We still got a little bit more to go in these areas. We're even using aircraft paint remover, which you're not really supposed to use on carbon because it could damage it. But these areas that are super difficult to sand and also they get covered up, we're just using it, monitoring it, all that good stuff. That way it doesn't damage anything. And we're almost done with this whole entire roof. Dude, my thumb is blistered up.
Dude, mine was bleeding. It's crazy. This is not your normal sand job. We're just sanding, preparing for paint. You got to take down, I think McLaren does like 3 coats of base, which is like, they're thick.
They're super thick. And you know what? We thought we got it all figured out. We thought everything was going so smooth. But then we ran into a major issue. If you guys can see this, in some of these carbon areas, you can tell that it's almost like a different shade or a different color.
Right here, look at that.
Right there, yep. And that's actually us going all the way down to the actual carbon fiber fabric, past the resin and just down to the actual weave right there, which is not good at all, dude.
It may look good, like if you spray that that water on there.
It almost disappears, but from different angles, you know what? You can see it. That's a distortion that is not original, and we cannot have that because we want this car to be flawless.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And we sent pictures to the carbon repair guy, and he actually said that we do not want to mess with this anymore. He might have some chemical that can actually fix that right there. So we're gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna take care of these back sections right here, and then we're gonna move on to something else. We'll probably go ahead and take care of the sanding in here and also prepare for that finish, which we got some epic carbon fiber repair material and tools right there, which we were thinking about maybe doing all the repairs ourselves.
Hey, we're doing some of the repairs right now.
Yeah, we are, but you know what? Luckily, we got a real professional that's gonna come in for this carbon, but you know what? We might attempt 1 or 2 pieces of carbon. So let's go ahead, focus on the inside for now, finish up that, and then we'll crack open some stuff over there. So we are making a quick little adjustment, guys. We are not really liking the high gloss finish. Now we just added some matte finish, which should give it that perfect original sheen pretty much.
Yes, because it's way too glossy. Even it's like almost dry. It's very close to dry and it still hasn't matted out at all. It's still, it's not even semi-glossy.
Yeah,
it looks
so
like
hopefully this works.
Yes,
and
I think it will, because we looked at the original car. It's really close. So this right here will give it that little bit more matte finish, and I think it'll be perfect. Check it out, guys. So we finally got the Senna interior completely coated with a fresh new matte paint job, and that carbon fiber looks brand new now. Now it matches exactly what the interior of that looks, and we went ahead and painted the floor as well, even though it's not really like that visible. If you remove a carpet, pop the seat out to clean it, we want it to look brand new, and it looks perfect.
Dude,
right
it looks
there.
So sick right there, man.
And clean, all carbon. Nice. I love how that just looks so good. And we even painted the inside over there because that's actually exposed in the car. Even though it's like a not perfect carbon, it's all exposed. It looks crazy. But we opened up our carbon fiber as well, our big packages. to see what we got to do some carbon fiber repair. I think we wasted like what, like $4,000?
Probably, dude. Yeah, because after talking to our carbon guy, he's told us not to buy from this company ever again because of just the quality. You know what I mean?
The quality of this carbon. This is a 3000K 2x2 twill right here. It's what they use on McLaren, but the quality of this twill is just not good. There's some short strands, some large strands. If you look at the McLaren, everything is just uniformed on there. That carbon is just like, it's perfect. There's no like mishaps. This one will be good carbon for like a carbon fiber hood for a regular car, not this car.
Definitely, yeah. It's not going to fly on this car right here. And also we got some unidirectional stuff.
Which this stuff is good. You know, this stuff we can use is just the visible carbon is just not there.
Yeah, this would be for the damage that we have on this tub.
Yeah,
use it there.
Yes, on the tub right there. So we're definitely going to use all that right there to fix that, or we may even use better stuff. I think our carbon guy said, hey, order this stuff. I think we just went ahead and ordered the proper carbon. And we have everything proper for this car.
Exactly, yeah. But I guess right now, dude, we're gonna open more parts, man.
Yeah, we got more Senna parts. Let's go ahead and start turning this thing into a Senna.
What is it? What could it be? Dang, son. That looks wide. Why does it look wider in the box?
What?
Is that the right part? Guys, so what we got here is an eBay special. We got a McLaren 720 rear subframe that looks like it's gonna bolt right up to the Senna tub.
That is awesome, man.
Wow, that is crazy right there. And like we mentioned before, the Senna is basically a 720 on steroids. They just souped it up. You know, the motor's exactly the same, but just tuned differently. The tub is pretty much the same bottom half. They just, you know, reinforced a bunch of carbon on the inside as well. But we're hoping that everything is exactly the same. I think there might be just a few little minor differences, like say with the wiring that runs along the side. I believe we might have to drill a hole for a clip or maybe add a riv nut. All that stuff is super easy to do. I mean, this is aluminum. You can drill right through it. You know what I mean?
The major components like suspension, the transmission mount, the exhaust area, they all look identical.
Even the wing mounts. Yeah, even the 720 has the hydraulic wing, so I believe that wing mount right there is gonna bolt right up into these areas right here, dude.
Dude, I think we're good. Awesome. I mean, we got a really good deal. We picked this up off of eBay,
that
dude.
Good old eBay special, dude. We're gonna do price breakdown later, and honestly, I'm super happy with prices of parts so far. Also, we got the front subframe right here, which I believe it's exactly the same as well. We mocked it up. It literally falls right into place. So right now, all that's left to do is pretty much just mount it to the new Senna right here. And just as we're working, we're gonna see if there's any major differences. And before you know it, there's gonna be more Senna here than over there. 1,000 pounds of downforce capable. Once again, guys, we got our wing mounts fully mounted on, and it was literally the easiest thing ever. All we had to do was drill a couple holes, add a little bracket with a nut on it, and put a rivet right there, and we just pretty much just modified the top section. The rest just bolted right up, and now we can mount a big old wing back here once again.
All original right here. It's super simple to add this stuff.
That was awesome right there. But also we got our subframe mounted to the tub with just 2 bolts. We're not fully bolting it on just yet because we still got to add our fuel tank and all that stuff. So let's just keep on moving. up that front subframe and it literally went right into place. Also, we threw in the frame rails as well. Everything is perfect. It's like a McLaren factory up in here. We're moving right along. But next thing that we're gonna focus on is actually hopping onto this thing and tearing it apart a little bit more. We didn't fully secure that subframe because it's about to pop off, because we're gonna start swapping some of these lines if they're good. Honestly, I think all these lines are probably bad, and I believe they run all the way to the back, but we will find out right now. I say we go ahead, hop underneath here, remove that little skid plate that runs all the way to the back. We're gonna probably pop out that fuel tank as well and get all these lines out of here and order some new ones. We got some amazing news, guys. We were able to pop out the whole entire subframe along with the lines, because that was really the only way you could actually remove the lines because of just how they're bent. It just made sense for us. And look at that, dude. That is just crazy looking. And we were able to find every single one of these lines on eBay, and believe it or not, they're exactly the same as the McLaren 720, except for just a few little ends in the front end. So the Senna is a little bit different in the front because it has canisters in different locations. So the actual line itself is the same, but then it comes to like a rubber hose, and then this end right here is a little bit different. We gotta find that, and also this one right here is a little bit different, which we already reached out to our parts guy, and he should be able to find that, no problem at all. But dude, 300 bucks a pop for these lines, which I think is a steal.
That's a steal. And I'm surprised we found everything on eBay, which is going to come in a lot faster than from the dealer.
That is right, dude. Super pumped. And we really need these lines, kind of the most important thing, because it's going to allow us to put the subframe back onto our good car over there, along with the motor. And then the rest of the stuff in the front, we can figure out a little bit later. But
oh,
dude,
yeah.
I'm just pumped to just keep moving. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and move on to the interior of this car and just go ahead and pretty much gut the whole entire thing and try to figure out how to remove this whole entire wiring harness.
Aha, what do we got here, man? Look at that, a tracking device, dude.
What is that for?
That's for if you miss a dang payment, they're gonna come get your thing, so you better reach back there and rip that thing out.
Dude, that would absolutely suck, dude.
But hey, you rip that sucker out like this, oh. You can continue driving.
Don't pop your
I
eyes
got a
out.
black eye right there, dude.
But dude, that I guess, you know, is in a lot of supercars. We see that in our Lambos, Ferraris, you know, just in case maybe if something gets stolen or
Oh,
something.
100%. But the dealer will come after you anyway. But anyways, we popped the seats out, a few pieces here and there, exposed this massive wiring harness right here, which just like splits off into a bunch of computers. You got your fuse box back here and all that good stuff.
Yep, and it also branches off into this like subwoofer device or computer. Which,
got speakers.
where is the speakers
That's
in
crazy.
this thing,
There's
dude?
literally 4. So 2 little ones in the doors. You got one over there, and then you got your little sub back here, which actually surprising for a hypercar to have a nice sound system.
I can't wait to hear that,
It's gonna
dude.
be nice for sure.
You're gonna be thumping, dude.
Oh, 100%.
On the track.
That's crazy, but you know what? Look at this, man. It goes all the way up in here. There's still tons of, I'm almost wondering if this is one harness for the whole car, because I know some cars, it splits off into like 4 or 5 harnesses. That's a pretty big one right there.
That is, and you know what? We actually need the whole like main harness in the front, which we
Yes.
already ordered that, which I believe it runs all the way through this and all the way out to the back.
For the price that we paid for it, it better come with everything, even the computers, because what was it? Like
$14,000.
My goodness.
And you know what? It's not guaranteed to come in fast. It can come in
Golly.
up to 30 days, dude.
That's gonna suck. So you went ahead and pre-ordered it
That's right.
just in case, because we're not gonna fool with trying to like figure out where half of those wires go.
No, we want this to be perfect, professional,
Yes, sir.
a flawless rebuilt
plug
car.
and play.
Exactly.
100%. But I mean, right now we're gonna keep on moving. We still got a few panels right here. Probably take these seat belts out, get these nice carbon seals out, and then eventually we're gonna get this dash out.
Thing you don't want to do is break this. Nice. Careful. Yep. I think it's the whole entire harness, dude.
Is it?
It is.
Dang.
Which sucks, but also doesn't, because we were able to order the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it just means that we're gonna have to wait for the whole entire harness to come in.
Yeah, that's right. I think we should honestly probably stop on removing this dash, just because it'll be fresh on our minds. Once we get the new harness in over there, we could just swap from here to there. What do you
I think
think?
the dash is harder than that pulling the engine as of right now.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. There's so much little things that we're focusing on, trying to pull little bolts off, and it's pretty hard.
Yeah, we still got to figure it out, because I mean, there's no information about this online, but look how crazy that dash looks all the way across.
piece.
They even made it connect right there, V pattern, which is just insane,
That's
dude.
awesome. That's super sick right there. And it's super light. I mean, like, it's almost off. We just got to figure out all the wiring and all those computers, because they just shoved all the computers just up in that dash, because, you know, to save room.
But guys, that's gonna be pretty much a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one, where we're gonna have our carbon fiber repair guy come out here. And I think we're gonna knock out all of our carbon damages, even for the tub, even all the body panels, and also we got a bunch of other parts that are on the way as well. So this build will be back before you guys know it, maybe a little bit later than we thought, just because we're having to wait for some of the stuff. But you know what, guys? It's still awesome to be cranking on a McLaren Senna. And I just can't wait for the finished product that's right around the corner. And also, as for the Toyota Land Cruiser, we had another issue come up with the main fuse that we actually just found out that was blown, and it's a special order item, so we weren't able to get to that today. But believe me, in the next video, we're gonna be ripping that thing around. But stay tuned, we got some awesome stuff coming. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.